So hello everybody, my name is Rahul Khare and topic for my presentation is fractional knapsack problem. So in this presentation, I will be covering following topics, that is what is fractional knapsack problem, various approaches to the problem that are greedy for profits, greedy for weight and greedy for profit density, greedy knapsack algorithm, time complexity analysis and greedy knapsack program. So what is fractional knapsack problem? See, knapsack means a bag and it has a certain capacity, and we are having various objects that are having some profit associated with them, and we have to keep them in our knapsack such that we can maximize our profit, but we cannot keep all of them in our knapsack because the capacity of our knapsack is less than the total weights of all the objects. So we have to select the objects in such a way that we can maximize our profit. Hence it is an optimization problem, so we can use greedy algorithm in it. So these are the various approaches for greedy knapsack. First is greedy for profit. See, when we are greedy for profits, we try to select the items which have higher profit first. Greedy for weight. In this, we try to maximize the number of items which can be placed in a knapsack. And greedy for profit density here, we pick the element which is having the highest profit per unit value. That is profit by weight value, so that we can get the best result. Now let us see them one by one. So in first approach, we arrange the item in decreasing order of their profit and select the highest profit item first and so on. So here you can see M means the total capacity of the knapsack, which is given as 20. I have taken this example, and we are having three objects, that is object 1, object 2 and object 3. They all are having some profit associated with them, and they all are having some weight. Now when we are greedy for profit, we take the element which is having the highest profit. So we can see that object 1 is having the highest profit, that is 25, and its weight is 18. So we will include it completely. Now the capacity of our knapsack will be 20 minus 18, that will be 2. So the next object which we can keep, we can only take 2 units of it, and next one we can take is object 2 because it is having 24 profit. So 24 into 2 by 15 will be 3.2. So the total profit which we will be getting will be 25 plus 3.2, that is 28.2. So this is not the only approach. There is one more approach where we can be greedy for weight. In this, we try to maximize the number of items which we can carry in our knapsack. So first we will keep the items which are having a smaller weight. So in this I have taken the same example as the previous question. You can see M is 20, that is the total capacity of a knapsack, and we are having the three objects, the same example. You can see that the weight of the object 3 is lowest, that is 10. So we will include it first, and its profit is 15. Now the total available capacity in a knapsack is 20 minus 10, that will be 10. And the next lowest is object 2, 15. But we cannot keep it completely, so we have to take it partially. So it will be 24 into 10 by 15, that will be 16. So 16 plus 15 will be 31. So we can see that we are getting more profit. So is it the best approach? No, the best approach will be greedy for profit density. In this, we calculate the PI by WI ratio, that is profit by weight ratio, it is also known as profit density. We arrange the object in non-increasing order of their profit density and first pick the item with highest P by W ratio and so on. So here you can see that I have taken that same example. We are having three objects. We will calculate the P by W ratio. That will be 25 by 18 is equals to 1.4, 24 by 15 is equals to 1.6, 15 by 10 it will be equal to 1.5. So the highest one is 1.6, that is for object 2. So we will include it completely. So we got 24 profit. But now the capacity of a knapsack will be 20 minus 15, that is 5. So the next is this object 3, and we cannot take it completely, so we will take it partially. That will be 15 into 5 by 10, it will be 7.5. So 7.5 plus 24, it will be 31.5, and it is the maximum profit. So this approach is used in greedy knapsack algorithm. So let us see the greedy knapsack algorithm. In this greedy knapsack algorithm, for every element 1 to n, we will first compute the Pi by Wi ratio, that is profit density ratio. Then we will sort the objects in non-increasing order of their profit density. Then for every element 1 to n, we will check if m is greater than 0. This m is greater than 0 means that knapsack is still having the capacity to hold the objects, and Wi is less than m means the chosen object can be completely placed in the knapsack. If this is true, then we will decrease the capacity of the knapsack and we will add this profit to the total profit value. If this is false, then we will break out of the loop and we will check if the knapsack is still having some capacity left, then we will include the partial weight of the object which is available. Now let us see its program. So here is the fractional knapsack program. We can see, so here is a C++ implementation of the program. So this is the main function. Here we have taken the capacity of knapsack as 50, and we are storing the weight and profit of the elements in an array. We will call the function, and in the function you can see we are first sorting the objects on the basis of their profit density ratio. After sorting, we are looping through all the elements and checking if adding the item won't overflow, we will add it completely, or else if we cannot add it, then we can't add it, then we will take the fractional part of it, and this will continue, and then we will return the value. So what will be the time complexity of this algorithm? Let us see the time complexity. See, the time complexity of this algorithm would be n log n. See why? For every element we are computing the Pi by Wi ratio, that is profit density. So it will take order of n time. Then we are sorting the objects in non-increasing order of profit density. So the best known sorting algorithm we can use is merge sort. So it will take n log n time. Then for every element 1 to n, we are checking these conditions that if we can add that item or not. So it will take order of n time. And lastly, we are including the object partially, the last remaining object. So it will take order of 1 time. So the dominating factor in all of these is n log n. So the time complexity of this algorithm would be n log n. We can also use heap sort and call max delete max function every time, but then also it will take n log n time. So thank you. That's it from my side.